Well, I got to actually have a look at one of these in a shop a few days ago. Well, a few weeks ago, actually. And I thought I would have something to say about it. and, yeah, well, it's a watch. And they're going on about how this is going to change your life. And I could keep thinking was when I watched the keynote for it was, how is this going to change my life over, say, the Fitbit or, Samsung Gear or anything? So I thought, well, I'll have a look at it, I'll play with it. So I did, and I got to see all this stuff that it's got, this Siri thing. Mind you, this doesn't work very well. You've got to put it right up to your, you got to put it really close to your mouth for this to even do anything. It just doesn't pick up voices. I didn't get to check it out with the messages because I don't own an iPhone. I'm not going to buy an iPhone. Apple Pay, that's all in good, but that doesn't work in Australia anyway. Activity thing, yeah. I mean, the whole idea of it being a watch is very cool, but then they're like, oh, it's going to change your life and it's going to reflect your tastes and styles. Like here, I'm like, well, sure, it's just changing a background. I don't see how that's going to change anything. What made me really laugh was they brought on this woman who they said just ran a marathon. And she's like, oh, the Apple Watch was on every step of the way, and I was just like, how much were you getting paid for this? Don't get me wrong, this thing looks, you know, I think the band is striking. I mean, these pictures are really high quality, and it just, it's nice. I mean, look at this. This looks great. It looks fantastic. The screen looks so clear. It doesn't actually look that good in real life by a long shot. Look at this guy. Oh, he looks cheerful over his Apple Watch. Oh, so happy about it. So I thought, what the specs? Let's have a look. Okay, so it's got a Super AMOLED LED screen, so yeah, it does proper blacks, and it looks like a real phone. Yeah, it looks like a real watch, blah blah blah. But then you look how thick it is, and I noticed it in person. It's a really thick motherfucker. It's 10.5 mil thick. I'm like, well, that's not cool. It's so thick. Apple like, oh, everything's gotta be thin. They got their 6S, and it's like as thin as they can get. Looking at the processor, it's 520 megahertz. Now, that was good 10 years ago, but when you've got, a screen that's, it's 390 by 312, this was the type of screen, you had like 10 years ago. Yeah, it was decent, whatever. They've made it really small, so it's, 303 pixels per inch density, so it looks pretty good. But they've only got a PowerVR SGX 543 processor, 520 megahertz. The problems with that, I noticed when playing with it was laggy. It wasn't like push instant up. It was push, wait for it, wait for it, up. They claim it's going to change your life, saying that's you're on the go, it's going to be really good and all, but it's slow. The thing that makes me laugh, really laugh, is that the time, of a normal watch, it's going to last you days, whatever. The Samsung Gear lasts a fair bit too. The Fitbit's pretty good too. You aren't seeing a phone call on it, which I have to admit is really fucking difficult. They had a demonstration of that. The speaker sounds like it's, enclosed in a plastic case and sealed off. It's just muffled as all fuck. But 3 hours, 40 minutes. They say standby time is 22 hours. No. No way in hell. I know someone who's got one of these. You'll struggle to get a day out of the damn thing. But this is what interests me as well. The price group. It says 9 out of 10. Now, to me that says really expensive, so I thought they didn't have what price it'd be, so let's have a look. I watch Sport, Watch Edition, 18 karat. Oh, let's have a look. This is going to be scary. Oh, shit. Look at that. $1,500 for a watch. Oh, no, let's just look at the standard one. Fuck me. That's expensive. Oh, fuck. It's $879, $799 for that. It's nothing special, Apple. It's not going to change your life. They say it's more of an intimate way to interact with people and like what more than just walking up to someone and going hello. Like their marketing people are in overdrive. They're really trying to sell these products, and there is good reason why. Apple are not doing very well in the stock market. Their stocks are going down. Microsoft's doing pretty well. They're going up. But shit, who the fuck is going to be? Who's going to be buying this for this price? This is Australia, by the way, because I live in Australia. But it's almost $900. Like, it's a watch. Available in 20 models. Health and fitness. This is what they're really pushing this on. They're saying, oh, yeah, it's really good for people who are into fitness. Well, how is it any better than a $200 Fitbit or something like that? I mean, I don't get it. Because it all counts and all adds up. Oh. Move more, get more exercise. What? So you're going to buy an Apple Watch and you're going to exercise more? You know, I don't think that's how it works. See, and they make it look so fancy. More detailed measurement when you need it most. Just get an MP3 player, strap it to your arm, and put some headphones in and go for a run. Do you really need, perfect precision on how many steps you do? This is nothing that the Fitbit or the Samsung Gear can't do. Have a favourite workout app? Yeah, it's an Apple product. You've probably got about 3. Now, one of the good things that they were saying about, this is, you load it up on the iPhone, it'll take, a second or two. Load it on your iWatch, it'll take half an hour to fucking open. And they really are that slow. Built-in heart rate sensor, accelerometer, GPS. Oh, don't even get me started. I tried the GPS out. It is slow, it is laggy. Oh, no, I don't hate Apple. And I own a Mac. I used to own the iPhone. But seriously. And then they've got this UI. What is this? Look at it. This is a 1.6-inch screen, 42mm, whatever it is. I mean, your finger's going to push multiple things. It's just, this is really big. This is like 3-4 inches on my screen. And even so, you can still see my finger. Yeah, it just touches one. So what's it going to be like when it's fucking that? On the run, you're going to be like, missed, missed. You're just going to look like a fucking idiot. Maps, yeah, that takes like 5 minutes to load. Siri doesn't half work properly. I'm sure they're going to fix half of this in the number 2, which then you'll feel an idiot for buying the first version. And you'll be like, oh, why did I even bother? Which is actually most Apple products are like, oh, the new one is so much better than the old one. They make you feel crappy for buying the old one. Uber. That takes about 30 seconds to load too. Entertainment. Yeah, why? This thing won't work on its own. You have to have it interacting with an iPhone. So you have to buy an iPhone. Oh, if you have a 4S, nah, not going to happen. You got to have at least an iPhone 5. So, yeah. I like that they've made it waterproof, but the specs are really shitty, considering. They could have made it a little bit bigger. 1.65 inches is not enough to do anything on a screen. The phone is absolutely waterproof. Let's have a look at the comments. This will be good. Read all opinions. Oh, there's only 9. I didn't expect that. It's going to support my iPad Air too. Yeah, probably. What's the difference between this and the other one? Well, it's got a bigger screen. The other one's a smaller screen, which is going to be even harder to bloody use, isn't it? See if there's a specs. This is the flagship model. Let's go for the Watch 38mm. Oh, they've dropped the resolution down pretty far. Same processor, so theoretically this one would be faster and probably the one to get. Until you go to do something on it and you realise your finger is too big and it just pushes everything else on the screen, you just can't use it. So, it's not something I'd recommend. Especially over the Samsungs. Look at this. This is pretty cool. I like this. It's got the 1.2 inch screen, so it's not going to be very easy to do anything on, but look, dual core 1 GHz processor. Take note, Apple. Look at that. Internal 4 gig of memory, 512 meg RAM. So this is pretty cool. 48 hours standby time, so in practical use, half that. So it's better than the Apple one as well. So, So you got Google, Samsung Gear, which is pretty good. Interacts with pretty much most Android phones if you do a few little things to it. Yeah, I think Oppo have got one out too. I think. I'm not 100% sure of that. No, but I've heard they're releasing one. Anyway, yeah, that's my look on the Apple Watch. I really wouldn't bother until they at least bring out the number 2, which they'll bring out and make it thinner and put a bigger screen on it. Yeah. Well, this has been another rant video. Not like anyone's actually going to make it this far, but if you do make it this far, put a comment down below saying I made it this far. Thanks, guys.